Once upon a time in the eastern part of Nigeria, among the Igbo people, there was a village known for its tradition, its spirits, and its fear of gods. A land where justice was not just spoken, it was performed before the living and the dead. But there came a day when the justice of men was put on trial by the gods themselves. The drums began before the sun had fully settled. Deep, urgent, unforgiving. Doom, doom, doom. By the time the rhythm took hold, the entire village had gathered. Because word had spread, judgment would be carried out today. At the center of the square knelt a young woman, Amaka. Her body trembled. Her tears had soaked the ground beneath her knees. But she did not move, because in that moment, even the smallest mistake could cost her life. They came like a storm, spinning, leaping, twisting, not like men, but like spirits wearing flesh. At the center stood Nukuoke, the great man, tall, unshakable, final, and beside him Abali, the only female masquerade, faster, sharper, restless, her horned mask cutting through the air, the Ogu staff clutched tightly in her hand. Men stood close, silent, stern. Women stood far behind, watching, not allowed to speak, not allowed to question, only to witness. Bam! The staff struck the earth. Silence swallowed everything. Umuagu! The voice echoed. This woman has defiled the land. She has shamed her husband through adultery. A ripple passed through the crowd, but no one stepped forward. At the edge of it all sat Okafor, her husband, palm wine in hand, unbothered, watching, as though this had nothing to do with him. The black pot was brought forward. Fire was lit within it. Flames rose slowly, then hungrily. Amaka's breath caught, because she knew if she faltered, if the pot fell, she would not leave that square alive. The pot was placed on her head. The heat pressed down on her. Her legs trembled. Still, she stood. Please, barely a whisper directed at Abali. For a moment, Abali paused. Just a moment. Then the ritual continued. Suddenly, the crowd parted, and through them walked the Umuada women, bare, fierce, unafraid. At their front, Eku, she stepped forward and spat. Abomination! The square froze. Did she commit adultery alone? Silence. Or does it take two? Murmurs began. Uncomfortable, dangerous. Why is it always the woman? Why does she suffer alone? Are the gods not just? The women found their voices. The men grew restless because something sacred was being challenged. Weapons appeared. Men stepped forward. The women stood firm. The air thickened. Echo raised her voice, not to the people, but to the heavens. Calling on Ani, Anyanwu, Onwa, Amadioha, Ikenga, Igwe, Ifufe. If you are just, then show it. Silence. Then, crack. The sky tore open. The earth trembled. A voice filled the air, not human, not gentle. Abali! The mask shattered. A man stood beneath it, exposed, guilty. One by one, secrets were dragged into the light. The seducer exposed, the abuser condemned, The thief revealed, the oppressor judged. No one escaped. Then came Okafor, his sins laid bare before all, neglect, abuse, betrayal, and his punishment final, irreversible. Then the gods turned to Amaka. The fire was extinguished, the pots lifted, her life spared. But not without truth, not without consequences. The gods declared, justice would no longer belong to men alone. Truth would no longer hide behind tradition. Balance would be restored. And so the land changed, because justice may be delayed, but it does not forget. And when it finally speaks, it does not ask who is man or woman. It only asks, what have you done? And that's the end of today's video. Leave us your comments. We love to read them. Please don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing folklore and mythology stories. Like the video and share. See you in our next one. Bye.